Hey, and welcome to another rant about completely fucking nothing. And we always hope that there'll be a point at the end of the day. But hey, what can we do? So, I posted one of the little, what do you call them? Videos. We'll call them videos because they're on YouTube. And I got a lot of responses. It was kind of cool. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna kind of look through a few of them. And if I see accumulated, like a bunch of people ask kind of the same shit, then I'll start doing like a little audio of just answering them. Fuck it, why not? What else we got to do today? So anyway, so today I was talking to a bunch of friends of mine. Actually, we're going to the gym, going to 24 hour, and there's this retard. I say this loosely. Actually, I don't. He was a retard. Sitting in the parking lot, backing up the parking. This dude took like 5 attempts, like just forward, back, and he was holding up the parking lot. And he finally makes it in there, and then he has to pull back out because he parked too damn close to the other car. And he gets out, and my friend looks at him. He's like, dude, why don't you just park in forward and then back out? There's a whole lot more room when you're backing out like that. And the guy was like, literally snapped. He's like, why don't you mind your business? I prefer to back in so I can get out quicker. And then he kind of laughs, and he comes back and say, wow, pulling out quicker must be a pain in the ass backing out for 20 minutes in an open parking lot. We kind of walk away, but it makes a point. Like, what is with people that back up in the parking spots at like grocery stores or anywhere? I mean, I understand for like a police officer, like legal, somebody's zooming by, you gotta like just go, And I also understand like if you're doing this at your house, you just gotta pull out. Sometimes it's easier, but I mean, like Safeways and shit. I mean, honestly, you're gonna take 5 minutes to park backwards, so you can pull out in 3 seconds. Where, on the other hand of the table, you could pull in forward in 3 seconds, and then when you leave, you can pull out like what 5 to 8 seconds, because you're not looking for as much, right? You're just looking for traffic out. You're just kind of backing out and going. But when you're backing in the parking spot, you gotta like. There's variables that are in the way, and it's insane, and how stupid people are. When I see them, I just want to run them over. But we did do this. This is about like a year ago. I remember we were going to I think it was a grocery store or something. But this guy was like, he pulls ahead of the parking spot, and then he stops, sits there for like 3 or 4 seconds, then hits his reverse. He's gonna park in this like back spot. So the girl I was dating at the time kind of looks at me. She's like, "Oh, he's pulling in." I was like, "Oh, cool." So I just pulled in the parking spot. Complete dick move, right? Guy gets out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I looked at him. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I just kind of played dumb. I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I was backing up in there." I was like, "Backing in where? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Backing in the parking spot." And I looked at him. I was like, "Why are you backing into a parking spot, dude? You're at a fucking grocery store. Just pull in, get your shit, back out, and bounce." He's like, "Well, I'd like to get out quick." It's like this. I didn't even think about this. It's the same goddamn story this guy told me too. But kind of laughed at him. I was like, "Wow, took you all that extra time to back in so you can pull out 2 seconds quicker." I don't get you people. So, kind of walk off, and he says some stupid shit. I turn around and I took a picture of his plates. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, if somebody keys or blows my car up, I know who to fucking sue." Just because I was kind of worried. I was like, "Man, this guy might thrash my shit." So, yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Why do you guys need to back up everywhere? Like, seriously, cars are meant to go forward. Go forward. I mean, it's so easy. Just pull in, park in a spot. And it's just the people that back up, most of them park up and they're so crooked. Like, they're fucking sideways. Or they're up on the curb, or they're all up on the lines. And a lot of people I see back up parking. I've only seen like 1 or 2 people actually pull it off. Like, my mom can do it pretty well, but she does it for like long term, for her house, how it's set up. Because her husband, or my stepdad, I guess, he's got like a big old truck, so she has to, because of the door situation. But I mean, she's just a pro at it, I mean, she's in and out. She backs up like in seconds. It's ridiculous. I mean, I think that girl could do like 40 backwards and drive just fine. But I mean, it's like a lot of these people, it's like, I don't know, they watch too much like Kardashians, and they see them backing up all the time in their Ferraris and think, "Oh, I'm going to do that in my Ford Focus." Like, shut the fuck up. So all you guys that back up, remember that. You're fucking annoying. And you're not saving time. You're actually taking more time. And you're wasting time, and you're annoying the fuck out of probably 5 people around you at the same time. Drivers, man. Drivers driving us. And this, like, we always talk about this when we're all kind of hanging out, We had this full moon festival thing. That was actually something that came up, was just driving. Like, we always mock on them because they're funny. But backing up parking, oh, it drives me nuts. And the other one, like, you're at an intersection, light turns green, and there's a crosswalk on the right side, right? So, you have your blinker on, you turn. And the intersection is like, let's say it's like 60 feet long, and the people on the other side coming towards, and then this is what I hate. There'll be a guy in front of you taking a right turn. He'll wait. He'll wait for these people to walk like 70, 80 feet. It's like, fucking go. You know what I mean? It takes what? Somebody walking, what? To cross that crosswalk is about 2-3 minutes, right? I mean, it's a pretty long distance, especially if you're just walking. So we're going to sit there for 2 minutes, hold up traffic like a motherfucker, and then go. And then they always watch this when you guys see this, they always like burn off and speed off real quick, like trying to make up time for being dumb. It's just like, oh my God. It's like, what are these people crossing? What are they going to do? As soon as you turn, they're just going to like fucking super run over to you, run into your car. I mean, come on, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these drivers, dude? They need to start pulling. I'm not worried about older drivers. I'm worried about these like 35-year-old dumb shits that think they're fucking important to life. Driving like dorks, man. This is such an annoyance. But yeah, that's kind of the rant on driving. Like, what kind of crap do you guys put up with? Like, I think that's like, slow drivers kind of annoy me. I hate people that literally speed up. Like, they'll fucking go. Like, lights green and they go. You know what I mean? You're like, cool, this guy's moving, so we can get somewhere. As soon as he hits the speed limit, he just fucking idles it. It's like, what the fuck? I hate, why are you going 0 to 40 in 2 seconds? It's such a false hope, you know what I mean? It's such a false fucking hope. Or, what are the other ones? The blinker. That one's always fun. Halfway through the turn, they hit their blinker on. Like, what was the fucking point? Honestly. I mean, it's like stabbing somebody halfway through. You stab someone 20 times. By the 10th stab, you're like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. And then you keep stabbing them again. Like, you think sorry is going to do it? Justify anything? This is like, or people that drive slow in passing lanes. Like, you're on the freeway, and, I mean, come on now. I mean, I know the speed limit, let's say hypothetically on the freeway is like 60. It's just 60. So if you're in a passing lane just doing 60, I mean, there's going to be people that just want to do 65. And in most states that I've been in, it's not against the law to do 63, 64, 65 in a 60. It's a few extra miles per hour. And it's once you start hitting like 75, 80, they kind of pull you over and say, dude, what are you doing, bro? But yeah, doing the speed limit in the passing lane is like, that lane needs to be fucking, they need to like, just want to throw nails in the road. So yeah, I think those are the big ones. People that back up park are annoying. People that blink halfway through a turn. People that drive on their brakes. That's a Hawaii thing, though. I've only seen that in Hawaii. What was another one? I just had one too. People that slam their brakes at a yellow light. Like, you're getting to the intersection. Like, you're like 20 feet from it, and it hits yellow, and the guy in front of you just slams his brakes. Like, just like, I mean, there's been a few times where I just like fucking, they slam their brakes. I just go around them and go. And then they honk at me like I'm fucking retarded. Like, dude, I was literally about to crash into them. And it's crazy, like, where I'm at now, I'm in Oregon right now, and if you rear end somebody, you pretty much lose no matter what the scenario or case is. So if the insurance companies do their thing, they just give it to the person you rear ended. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, wow, this guy slammed his brakes on a yellow. Because yellow, that means what? Prepare to stop, slow down. Shit like that, right? But if you're like 10, 20 feet in a car doing 45, and it just turns yellow at that mark, I mean, are you really? Hit your brakes as hard as you fucking can? I mean, for what? It's ridiculous, man. So, such a tedious driver. It's just, as odd as and backwards as it sounds, the only things I really don't mind, I don't mind big trucks on the road. I don't mind those little rice burners that have loud exhaust, because at least they fucking move, They're smart about it. They fucking go. The light turns yellow and they're within range, they go. When they turn, they got their blinkers on. When they're in passing lanes, they're doing 65, not 60. Passing the car, getting back over. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of my rant on driving. I hate you guys. If you're anything I mentioned in here, and I'm behind you, get ready to be fucked with. I am notorious for doing that NASCAR thing. You know where you like swerve left and right to save gas. You know when they do on the track. My parents watch this shit, so I think I know more about NASCAR than I should. But when they do that left and right shit to save gas during like the flag downtime, like I do that behind people. Or my favorite is like, well, that's one of my favorites actually. Another one I do is if they're doing like 30 and a 40, I'll turn my hazard lights on, and I'll just drive really slow behind them. And I had one guy like pull over like and asked me if everything was okay, and I pulled over with him obviously. And I just looked at him. I was like, "Oh, I thought you were in trouble, man. You're sitting there doing half the speed limit." So I turned my hazard lights on. I don't know if your car was broken, if you're dead. I thought you're just rolling. And he's like, "Oh no, I just don't do 40 on this lane." I said, "Why not? It's a 40." He tried to like justify it. And I looked at him, I was like, "Well, maybe you should probably take a back road." And I just kind of left. I just drove off. So I don't know. He probably thought, "Well, what a dick," or "What just happened?" Probably one of the two. So that was quite interesting. But yeah, I think those are my good rants for the day in regards to driving. Fucking hate you guys. If you're in any of those categories I mentioned, fucking hate you. Fucking hate you. Just go get a bicycle and do not ride a fucking bicycle motor. I hate you bicyclists that think you need to be in a left turn lane at a red light. Shit turns green, takes you an hour to fucking get across the street. Like, what is wrong with sidewalks with you fucking people? Like, seriously. It's odd. I think I've actually gained a hatred for bicyclists. I'll actually, when I pass them, when they'll be riding in the middle of the fucking road, I'll drive by them, obviously. And I'll get as close as possible. And I'll drop my gear and let my air intake kick in. Just to be a dick. It's like in this state, they have all these bike lanes. They spend a lot of money on bicyclists, which is cool. Respect. People are, staying healthy. They're saving the environment. Yada, yada, yada. And I respect that. But we're spending, it's like I pay like 3% every month in taxes that goes strictly to bike lanes. I'm one person out of a lot, and I make a good amount of money. So that's a lot of money every month going to this crap. And nobody uses it. And this is what blows my mind. When I was living in Bremerton, Washington, I remember there was this guy, a little mountain bike, ran into my bumper when I had my Integra at a red light. Anyways, pretty much told me to go fuck myself and left. Called my insurance company, and they laughed at me. They're like, "Well, you need to pay a $500 deductible to fix your bumper. We don't insure non-motorist vehicles." So I was like, well, this guy is right in the middle of the road. I mean, it's common out here. That's not covered by anything. And keep in mind, I had full coverage. I had everything. I mean, the world would start spinning the other way and my car flew in space, it was covered, And they pretty much laughed at me. It's like, I don't get that. Like, why do bicyclists have this need to drive in the middle of the road in a 40 doing 10? And then when shit hits the fan, they're not liable for nothing at all. Like, why not? And I know in Portland, there's always like every few months there's a bicyclist that's killed because a car hits them. It's like, I know this is horrible. This is gonna sound horrible, but I don't really feel too much pity. The first thing kind of goes through my head is, why are we in the fucking road? I say, why do we have sidewalks? And I had one guy tell me, well, sidewalks for walking. I was like, okay, fair enough, touche. What about all these bike lanes? I mean, I think every fucking road out here has a bike lane. I am not bullshitting you. It is extreme. It is, like, Oregon has probably, or Portland there has the best bus system, the best bike system in the world, I think. Better than Vietnam and all them. They got Nike out here, they got Intel, all these companies really support this shit. So, there's millions of dollars going into it just from these companies. It's like they still insist. It's just, so frustrating. I hate those fucking people. Ironically, though, at the gym, I sit on those little spinner bikes that look like 10 speeds. But good workout, but fucking stay on the sidewalk or the bike lane. Get out of the road. Like, I don't understand why they drive on the highways and they're little fucking 10 speeds doing, like 15 and a 50. And it's not illegal out here. It's fucking normal. If you hit that motherfucker, you're in trouble. Dead serious. But the insurance covers it then. Oh, geez, if you kill the guy, the insurance covers him real quick. But if he fucks up your car, good luck. I'm telling you, you pay a deductible, your insurance goes up every time. It doesn't matter what the fucking cause is. Your insurance usually goes up a good 5-10% every time you pay a deductible. Which is retarded. So, anyways, rant complete. I think we're good for the day. I try to keep these under 20 minutes because, I know sitting in front of a computer looking at a picture. I don't know what the picture is right now. I think the first few videos I just used a Hawaii flag It was a picture of my friend's room, and I just put some words. Pretty cool. I like words and stuff. Durr. Granted, my grammar sucks, but hey, you trolls can deal with that. So leave your comments below. What do you guys think? What drives you fucking nuts in regards to driving? Because I know I'm missing something. I know I'm gonna stop this shit and think of something. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about that one time, kind of thing. So let me know. What drives you guys nuts? It's like, what do you guys think about the whole the guy reversing me, just like cutting in there and just parking and walking out acting stupid? I thought that was funny. Maybe that guy finally realized, oh, maybe I should stop backing the fuck up because it's stupid. But who knows? It's a fucking Safeway or something. So till then, guys, leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Talk to you then.